We're going to work a little bit with the basic takedowns now. It's important to have some basic takedowns. One we can never forget is a basic clinch. That's been very effective throughout the years. Look at my opponent here, the way he's standing, kind of in an upright position. His hands aren't too low. They're not too close inside. I can get inside. The thing I want to do here is close the gap. If I'm here and I shoot right away, look, I'm kind of off base. I'm dragging in with my foot. I want to take my left foot, take a little stutter step first. A little stutter step, one. Now I come in. Notice when I clinch, my left arm stays close to my head here. If I'm clenching my arms out here sometimes, the guy, he gets me in a guillotine. Off of here, boom, I got the guy here. He goes for guillotine, no problem, nothing's there, okay? Holding here tight. What I want to do here is take his hips and bring it into my hips, take my shoulder and push him over with it. I pull in, boom, mount on top. Clench position here, this is good for several different things. You can do a little bit in the sport jiu-jitsu. It's good for the street fighting. It's good for everything. So it's a drill you want to maybe work with a little bit. One good way for you to do is grab a partner, keep his hands up a little bit so it doesn't confuse you too much. Come in like this, maybe right leg forward. If your left leg is forward like this, when you go to clinch, you're going to take a step with your right leg, just like that. If your right leg is forward, again you take the step with your right leg. If you're too far, you want to take a little stutter step first. But if you're right here, boom, boom, one or two. Particularly what we're doing here is right here, nice and close. Take the guy down. I'm standing off of here and I want to clinch here with David. I'm going to take a step with my right foot, going right between his knees, here. If it's a fighting situation, notice how I don't want to get hit with this hand. Maybe I might even want to do a little slap here, get my head out of the way, and step at the same time. So come in slowly with a punch, please. Boom. I got the clinch here, and I take the guy down. Hands up, like this. Left leg forward. Boom. Right leg forward. Right leg comes in. Take the guy down, achieve the mount position. When you're doing clinching, here's a good drill for you to try at home. Okay? You keep your sparring partner here with his hands up like this. If I'm standing with my left foot forward, traditional boxing stance like this, the first foot that's going to move is my right foot, and it's going to plant right under his legs, okay? I'm going to take my left hand, almost as if he's going to be throwing a punch, even if he's not. It's going to give a little slap. My left hand's going to weave over to the left side, and I clinch. One. Notice when I come in here, my left shoulder is directly against my head here. If it's too low, it stays like this. Maybe the guy here guillotines me, I tap out. I don't want to give him that opportunity. So like this, little slap as I'm coming, all three steps at the same time. One, and I stay tight. The whole thing here is to bring his hip close to me. Pull, like a hug. My upper body here, my right shoulder, is going to be turning him down. It's going to create a lot of pressure on his lower back. That's what's going to make him go to the bottom. So I look at my opponent, I see the stance he's in. He's in a pretty upright boxing type stance. So I'm going to maybe think about this clinch. If my right foot is forward and I'm fighting southpaw, the first leg to move is going to be my right leg, okay? Look, boom. Also, it's always my right leg if I'm going to go to this side. Because his right leg is forward, I'm going to clinch to this side. If it was opposite, I'd go to the other side. One. Two. When I get to here, look. Boom. And I achieve the mount position. A lot of pressure on his back. Sometimes off of here, the guy resists a little bit with a little bit of a sprawl. I come in, I clinch, look, he sprawls out, I'm losing my grip here, I can't bring him in too strong. I want to let go with my left hand, look up, like this. Let go completely, put my left hand behind me. Now take a big wide step with my left foot up, and get to the guy's side here. Boom. Once I get to here, I need to continue a takedown. Because he's sideways, I no longer can put pressure on his lower back going backwards. So therefore I want to look for something else. Off of here, I'm going to take my left foot, put it directly under behind his heel, and sit straight back. As I'm sitting, I'll be turning to my right side and going on top of my opponent. I don't want him falling on top of me. From here, left foot's going to go here. Look how I let my body drop. And look, I spin my knees around. I'm on top of the opponent, across the side, ready to do arm bars. One more time. Now we're going to put it together. Here, stab, sprawl, boom. And I'm across the side. This takedown here is the following. It's very similar to the first takedown, but now I'm going to shoot a little bit lower with my left hand, right behind my opponent's knee. When I come in and I clinch like this, for whatever reason I couldn't get in tight here, I'm going to take my left hand and grab right here. Notice my right leg is again in between his legs. I'm trying to pull this in. It can be difficult to pull it here if he starts to sprawl a little bit. Look, 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 it's hard for me. Sprawl harder, Dave. Impossible for me now. Maybe I have to do this, okay? So what I'm going to do off of this one here, when I come in and clinch here, I want to immediately lift the guy up with my hips. When I come in, boom, I lift the guy up with my hips, and now I'm here. At this point, I want to walk. My right leg's going to come under. Boom. Sets up different moves from here. One more time, please. Come in. Boom. Hips, hips. The guy doesn't have a sprawl. Hips go forward. Right leg takes his leg out. Ready to either pass guard, attack a footlock, or so forth. This takedown here is very similar to the first one, with a little bit of a variation. My left hand is going to go behind his knee. When I come in for the takedown here, maybe I didn't get a good grip here or whatever, I want to shoot low here. Now to pull his leg in, because the guy's strong, very difficult for me. So look how I pop my hips forward. Almost picks the guy up. My right leg now shoots the other arm, leg out. I'm here, I'm ready to pass guard, attack footlock. One more time, please. Come in here step by step. One, here. Pop the hips. Boom. Look how I pick the guy up easy, okay? He's hopping on that left leg only. So I'm going to change my angle. My left knee's going to face this way. Right leg here. Pop the guy out. Pass guard. This takedown here is the following. It's going to be a variation of the two now. I come in, remember, right knee, because I'm standing in a standard position here. Right leg's going to go between his legs. Clinch, grab here. Now what I'm going to do is I come in close, a little, maybe a stutter step here, is take my right leg and wrap here. It's going to shoot through. I'm going to continue to drive with my right shoulder. One, look how I drive. Boom. If you do this one incorrectly, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. For example, notice where my head is going. Right on top of his chest, right about here, maybe a little bit here to this side. My shoulders, the brunt of my weight is on my shoulder hitting him. What I don't want is my head hitting the ground. Watch another thing too. As I go into it, sometimes I'll take my left hand and place it on the ground also. We'll do it slow here, Dave. As I'm here, 1, 2, grab. Look where my left hand went. Look where my left foot is. I have base. I'm not getting rolled that way. My head's not falling here. My weight is on his shoulder. My shoulder is on him. Boom. No problem here. Ready to come back up. I've achieved the top position. Now a little quicker, please. This. Boom. Let's take a look at this from another angle now. Right leg's going to come in. If I'm here, same thing. Boom. Left hand grabbing right behind the knee. It stops him from sprawling right away. Shoulder is giving a blow to his stomach, rib cage at the same time. 1. Right leg's going to come under here. As my right leg comes through, it doesn't stop here. It's going to continue to kick this way. It's going to continue to drive going back this way. So once I'm here, 1, look where my shoulder is, look where my right leg is. Boom.